welcome back to another episode of Pretty Not Smart with your host, Louie, aka the baddest uncle.
And Yoatzi, the newest mommy. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys.
I feel like we have to be whispering, which is not normal for us because we're usually like,
I know.
But if y'all couldn't tell, we have a special little tiny guest in this week's episode.
We have the first guest of the season, you guys.
Starting off with a bang, eh?
We wanted to make Pretty Not Smart special, so we wanted you guys to be the first to meet the baby.
How do you
It's
feel?
about time. I'm just so glad that he's like out and I'm ready to like get back into work and be on a Pretty Not Smart's new season. Like he came right at the perfect time.
And if y'all couldn't already tell, in case you're not watching, we are in our new studio. I hope you guys love it. We wanted to do something where Yoatzi would still be able to tend to her new baby, obviously, but still be able to film. So what do you guys think?
I hope you guys like it. I feel like we were going back and forth a lot, right? Like we were trying to decide our new studio. But honestly, I feel like it's just part of a new chapter in our life and like with the new baby. And I really just didn't want to be away from you guys. So we brought it here.
And we were like going back and forth because obviously there's no pink and purple, but
there's green.
I know we're like,
For
we got
Andrea.
Andrea. So that's what we decided to do, the green. But do you want to give him a little sneak peek? Because you haven't shown anywhere,
He's
huh?
getting a little hungry.
Just kidding.
Are you getting hungry, Papa?
Baby, y'all gonna give him Chi-Chi here in front of everybody.
I might. So you guys have to be like mentally prepared for this new season. When he gets hungry, like he gets hungry. If you're a mom, you know. So I'm gonna have to whip out the Chi-Chi.
Hey,
I'm sorry, así es la vida.
Everyone's gonna get hungry.
But honestly, I'm a little nervous because I haven't posted him yet.
I know, that's why it's a Pretty Not Smart exclusivity.
Yeah, I haven't posted him anywhere, so I think this is what I'm gonna do. Are you ready?
Wait, are you just gonna like, or what?
I don't know.
Lo vas a encandilar con todas las luces, eh?
Ay, no, pobrecito. He's all like,
I know. His first size, like, all the fucking
are you
lights.
ready, you guys? Wait, I think he pooped.
I thought it was you that smelled. Just kidding. I was like, I smelled it.
Okay, you guys. I'm gonna have Louie do the countdown, and we're gonna show little baby Bartolome.
3, 2, 1.
For nothing.
Imagine it. You threw him in the floor.
I hope you're excited for nothing. Babe.
Oh,
Pinche
poor
goofy.
Bartolomé.
I'm fucking
Despierta.
Ándale, ya. Yeah, I'm still pregnant.
Still very much pregnant.
I'm fucking over it, y'all.
I know, Yoatzi.
I see.
What happened with the break?
I literally thought that with that little gap of break, se iba a salir el pinche chiquillo, pero todavía está aquí.
He's still very much in there, still very much warm and cuddly.
Yeah, it's good to be realistic, you guys. We are pre-filming a little bit.
Yeah.
We are pre-filming, so baby is not quite here yet, pero le quedan 2 pinches semanas ya.
Yeah,
he
so
got his eviction notice.
by the time this episode goes up,
He better
should
be fucking
here.
out.
He should be here.
You hear that?
So we're like basically manifesting it. But
like praying.
no, in serio, like, it's because we obviously appreciate you guys giving us like a little countdown, waiting for us to come back. But like for us, it felt like it was going by so fast because I'm like, oh my God, like we need to start filming already for season 3. I was like, but you're still very much pregnant. And like,
We're literally like all over the place.
Yeah.
And I feel like so much has happened in that little gap. But then again, not.
yeah.
Because like we were like, fuck, we can't take too long of a break. But like the break went by like this. Like, bitch, I'm still pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, hello?
And also, like, before we forget, this is not our new set.
Oh, yes, you guys. This is not our setup, okay? We are not about to film a whole fucking season in my fucking nursery.
I know, but we did think it was cute for, like, episode 1, season 3, because it very much is a new chapter in Yoatzi's life, but also mine as a gunko.
A gunko?
But we wanted to show you guys her, what is it called?
Nursery.
Her nursery. But we also didn't want to just start with our new setup just yet.
Yes.
Because we want to make sure that like we are in full effect when it starts.
When like
Yoatzi's
Yoatzi
ready.
comes back because
Yeah.
I am gonna leave on maternity leave.
Yeah, you guys, she's not gonna be here for all of season 3, and I am
Ay,
scared.
baboso. No, all of season because she's gonna fucking die.
No, bitch.
No, I'm hoping. I don't know how long I'll be out, but hopefully not for too long because I think I'll go crazy without Pretty Not Smart. if I'm being
So
honest.
while she's out of office, I'm going to be in the search for a new co-host. So
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm going to be on the search and seeing who can fit the part to
So
fill
comment
in.
down below if you want to replace me.
I know I'm kind of sad though because the podcast is just gonna be pretty now.
Ay, baboso, yeah, right. Se va a convertir en una pinche bruja. Eso.
Babe, bruja not smart.
A bruja not smart. A Halloween.
Babe, for real. But how do you feel still being like very much pregnant?
Over it.
And your stomach is huge. You're a mammoth.
She's definitely a mammoth. Of course.
No, I feel like this is the biggest I've personally seen your pancha do.
Dude, it's so big. And like, I was telling Louie that I'm so annoyed because I've been getting contractions like every day. They've been getting the last 2 days, they're getting really strong and annoying. And like, they just fucking hurt. So my body's already tired of just like contracting. Like right now I'm getting wet. I'm just trying to like breathe through it. But fuck, they hurt. You know what it feels like? Como que si alguien te está, just picture it in your panza, but like somebody squishing your arm, like squishing the
that would
shit out
gross
of your
me out.
arm. And you're like, oh, wait. And then my vagina, it's all the pressure. It's like, it just feels like shit, you guys.
I'm honestly really shook that you're even filming this episode because even before this episode was planned, y'all, we already had it set up where we didn't know when Yoatzi was going to come back to film.
Yeah.
So we had like a little meeting and Yoatzi was like, I think I'm like okay to film an episode right now. But obviously she's very much like, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. So like, thank you for being here.
Of course, I had to.
I got excited when she said like, you know what? I think I could be there at least for episode 1 dupe.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah.
I had to, I'm still pregnant.
Yeah.
Y si se sale, woo! ¡Qué bueno!
Free, pretty not smart for life.
We're like, wow. But yeah, I've been going through it, you guys. Just I feel like this last month has been like really fucking hard on me. Like mentally. I've been kind of like in my cave and I'm just kind of like I don't even want to come out. Like I feel like it's definitely depressing just because I'm just kind of waiting for him at this point. And also I've been having the worst FOMO of my life.
I bet.
Because if you think about it, I feel like a lot of people didn't know this. Fun fact. But pregnancy can last up to 10 months, bitch.
Oh, wait, what?
Because technically you can full term, like your baby is fully cooked is 40 weeks. 40 times 10. I mean, 4 times 10 is 40.
Right.
Yeah. So long story short, you can technically go up to 10 months being pregnant, and I'm 9 months right now.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, I'm 9 months.
Oh, say Dile que ya
Yeah.
se salga ya.
Ya por eso ya está pinche cocidito ya.
Yeah.
But I'm 9 months pregnant right now. And I was telling Alex, I'm like, dude, I've missed everything. Like when you think about it, it's been a year. I've been pregnant since your fucking birthday. Well, that's when I got pregnant.
Yeah.
But like October, November, December, I've missed all the holidays, all the holidays, all the fucking parties that like Louie's been throwing, all of Coachella, all of like everything. I've missed everything. I'm just like, damn.
No, and I feel like I can feel that because I get the worst FOMO in the whole entire world, y'all. Like, I think I've talked about it where there's times where like I have no energy to do something or I just can't, but I will like be there. And it will be for the smallest thing. Like
I'll still be there.
Yeah, like the smallest thing, like say some friends or somebody invites me to dinner. I'm like, because I get FOMO, like
FOMO.
horrible. I'm like, I have to be there. I'm gonna feel like shit.
Yeah.
So hearing you like talk about that and like, but actually being like, I just can't physically be there. Like you'll be drained or you're tired or like.
I'm so annoyed.
Sometimes being in those like although you get FOMO, I'm sure sometimes when you're there, it can get overwhelming.
Yeah. I feel like when I really started to get, well, I've been having it this whole time, but I got really, really sad for Adam's Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah.
I got so bummed out because, hello, it was basically like a whole ass little quince. And I really wanted to go because I remember when he first told us about it, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I want to go. It's like,
Yeah.
it'll be April. I'll be super pregnant. But I was like, I think I'll be fine. Like, I can
Yeah.
go. And I was just looking forward to it. And literally, like a few days before, I was like, oh my God, I'm so pregnant. I can't go.
Yeah.
One, I don't really have any clothes that fit me right now besides leggings and like a little t-shirt or like, bitch, this doesn't even fit me, but I'm still wearing it. And he had a theme. It was
Yeah.
Y2K. So I was like, I'm all gonna show up in leggings and little Uggs. I was like, I can't do that. And then I do get really tired, so my bedtime is like I'm showered and ready to go knock out by like 8:30 because I'm so tired. And I got some people on Snapchat because that day we took Travis on a little date night. We went to go watch the Minecraft movie to kind of distract myself too because I was like, I don't want to just be thinking about Adam's party because I'm gonna get so sad.
Yeah.
So we went to the movies just so I can like sit down, and then we took Travis to Dave and Buster's.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
even that, it wasn't that late. It was like 6, and I was already waddling, and I was like, I'm so fucking tired. I was like,
Yeah.
there's no way I could have gone to the party. And I posted, and I had some people, one person specifically was like, what the fuck? You're not going to Adam's party? Being pregnant is not an excuse. And I was like, oh, it's
Bitch.
like not even Addie me está regañando.
I know.
I was like, fuck you guys. So I remember that made me like even more sad because I was like, oh, I want to go to Adam's party.
Yeah.
But I just fucking couldn't.
Not to mention even like obviously getting tired and like the outfit, that's all one thing. But I think I'd like to say that it is pretty dangerous for you to go in a place where there's gonna
Yeah.
be full of drunk people who are trying to like, because
Party.
I don't care what anybody says, like when you have a few drinks in you, sometimes you don't measure like how you're coming off.
Oh, yeah.
What if somebody's like, oh my God, YOATZI, and they throw themselves at you and they like even if it's just the slightest little like pressure on your stomach, like I feel like for somebody to say that like being pregnant is not an excuse, I'm like, okay, maybe the way that she's feeling or not finding an outfit, that sounds like an excuse, but like the all reality of it is like that
it's
is
like
dangerous.
And then también I could like fall because I was thinking about the
The
floor.
floor, it's literally
The
slippery
floors
as
every
fuck.
time we do parties.
Mhm.
I don't know why. Well, it's probably all the spilled drinks, right?
Yeah, like on
But
the dance floor.
floor gets so fucking slippery,
Mhm.
bitch. And I was like, ¿qué tal si me parto ahí la madre?
Yeah.
And to tell you guys, so for another reason why I didn't want to have a baby shower, my gender reveal, one of my friends, I'm not gonna say who, pero sí la voy a, I'm gonna out you, bitch. I'm just kidding.
I'm not gonna say who, but I'm
One
out
of my friends got a little too messed up that day, and she hit my belly. And it was at the gender reveal.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a hard hit, but it was just kind of like like that.
Oof.
And my belly was like smaller. So I remember being like, bitch. And I was like, you just hit my stomach. And she's like, you're fine. And I was like, but she was drunk.
Yeah, that's like literally what I'm trying to say is like something we don't measure like the.
Yeah, she was like really drunk. So, and honestly, that irritated the fuck out of me because I was already so tired. And I was like, bitch, you're over here hitting my buns, huh?
Yeah, like you're like tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I was like, I had it. So that's when I kind of realized too. I was like, I can't like put myself in those positions because what if the next one's like,
Yeah, babe. No, well, even you made the effort to go to my Halloween party. And you were only what 3 months,
I was 3 months.
and even then you were already like, I'm tired.
Because it was the first trimester just sucks because you're super nauseous as fuck.
Oh, that's what it was too.
I was so nauseous, but I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not huge. People didn't know I was pregnant yet.
Right.
So I wore like a little corset. And I was like, I'm fucking going. I'm going. Oh my God. I don't even think I told you. I don't think I told you guys what happened. After your party, we had to go to the hospital like 2 days later because I was fucking bleeding. Do you remember that?
No, you didn't tell me that.
Yes. Yeah, because I remember you followed up. You're like, hey, my mom told me you're in the
That's
hospital.
right. Yeah, my mom had called me.
Yeah, you guys, 2 days after Louie's party, me and Alex went on a little date night. All we did was go watch the Nightmare Before Christmas movie. And we were going to go grab hot dogs. I was like, I need to pee. Bitch, I go to the bathroom and I'm fucking bleeding. And I was like 11 weeks pregnant. So super, super early. I start flipping the fuck out. And I was like, oh my God, I thought I was having a fucking miscarriage. I was so scared. I was crying. I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm so scared. And my mom was able to calm me down. And she was like, go to the hospital right now. And so you know why are you bleeding? You should not be bleeding.
Yeah.
And I go to the hospital, scariest moment of my life. I was not like the bleeding wouldn't stop. So I was like, bitch, I don't know what's going on. And finally they checked me and they said that I had like an internal in my placenta, I had like a little cut. So it caused like a hemorrhage
Mm-hmm.
inside my sac and it was just like extra blood that was there that had to come out. So I was like, but I'm not having a miscarriage. Like,
Yeah.
no, we'll just monitor you. But it is like a bleed that's in there.
Yeah.
And the blood was just coming out. But the doctor, when I asked him, when I saw my doctor the next couple of days, um, I told him how I was at a party and then that I was wearing a corset. So he was like, it might have been that, like you might have been wearing your corset too tight,
Mm-hmm.
or because I was throwing up so much in the first trimester.
Mm.
Like all the vomiting, just all the pressure could have like caused a little cut
Yeah.
in my
Because you were
placenta.
throwing up a lot
Dude, it was
for
so bad. I was like,
everything.
"Ah!"
And I was like, oh my God.
So, ya ves lo que pasa. Y quería andar perreando yo. But
For
bitch, that
real.
was so scary. And then after that, ya no volvió a pasar. It just like the little extra blood had to come out. But bitch, that was so scary.
Yeah, that was scary. Well, you guys didn't tell me until after it all happened. You guys were like, she's fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I would have found out while it was all happening, I would have like
Bitch,
freaked
that
out
was
with you
so
guys.
scary. I've never
Yeah.
like bled during a pregnancy. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's so
That was like
scary.
the first thing
but
that to
what?
come to your mind.
Yeah, but yeah, this pregnancy, I feel like I've been pregnant for so fucking long. So I can't wait to meet the baby.
Do you feel like when you're pregnant, it's a lonely road?
Oh my God. I feel like it wasn't up until this last month.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been really like depressed and like I start crying. I'm like,
For real. You're like,
really?
fuck the mic.
I'm over this shit. Really like depressed and lonely just because like the world is gonna keep spinning, right? But I'm just like, there's only so much I can do. Like I
Yeah.
can't go out as much as I want. I want to like clean and do stuff, but my body literally will not let me. I'll start getting contractions. And I'm like, okay, I quit.
Yeah.
It's just tough. And then like, for example, Coachella too, bitch. Oh, I had the worst FOMO of my life for Coachella. It was like, bitch, I'm all burping, throwing up and shit right now. I'm like, oh. Coachella was awful because remember I was like, I'm gonna go see Lady Gaga. I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
I really wanted to go see Lady Gaga, but I literally physically, I feel like if I would have gone, I would have gone into preterm labor for sure.
Yeah, but even I almost went into labor. Like there was so much walking. Not to mention the air quality so bad because of all the dirt. I
my
had so
God,
much dirt up my
yes.
nose. Like I felt like the last day I was like.
And I heard, I think James talked about it, that they took away the bikes.
Oh yes, yeah.
No,
that's
they
why.
did not.
Swear, yeah. Because like I felt like if you would have gone, that's what we were all thinking. We're like,
Yeah,
oh,
the
we'll put
bikes.
Yoatzi on a bike and then we'll just get dropped off right at the front. No, they took him off. Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I think it's just because I think they wanted to make people pay for their parking passes. Because now if you want to get dropped off like towards the front, even if as an Uber driver you want to drop someone off there, you have to have that parking pass to be able to go in there to drop you off towards the front.
So just to make more money.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because they weren't making money off the bikes. So
No,
like,
they
nah, I
weren't. It
can't
was
wait
like
to
a
them.
little, the side people.
Yeah,
bike
but they
people.
took them all off. And dude, that's how I feel like the amount of people that I know that had blisters on their feet this time. I had so many friends that had blisters. Like Dallas got really bad blisters. I was on the verge of getting a blister on one of my feet, but I didn't get it. It just looked like a big ass bruise on my.
They don't have FOMO anymore.
I know.
I'm like,
No, yeah, it was just the walking. It's just a lot of because in general in the festival there's a lot of walking
there's already
just for you to go
so
everywhere.
much walking, yeah.
But to get in there now, adding that, I was like, ah.
And the only thing I remember hating too was heading home at the end. Was it a nightmare
A
again?
nightmare.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
dude.
it was insane trying to leave. Like the amount of times there was one of the times they have videos of me. I was like, I'm sitting right here. I'm done walking. I was like, I can't. Like it was just so. If y'all have been to Coachella and y'all aren't camping at Coachella, y'all know.
It's awful.
Yeah.
So see, I was like thinking about all that stuff, why I realistically could not go.
Mhm.
But I still got FOMO because I saw all of you guys, the little outfits.
Because you were there last year, so you were like,
Yes, I was posting on my Snapchat my little videos and pictures from last year. I was like, I'll post.
Bill getting more FOMO.
I know.
Y'all was making it worse.
And then no bitch, and then I was looking at the pictures and I was like, damn, I looked fine as shit. Right now I look like a pelupa.
No.
But it's okay. I have a plan. I'm gonna snap the fuck back.
Obviously, pregnancy is different for
Pregnancy.
Is that what I said? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, Hennessy.
You're like, you want some?
I know, I have like a little bottle right
A
here.
little bottle of Hennessy.
No, I was gonna say, obviously, pregnancy is different for everybody, and I think with you, you're a very extroverted person.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, but like
But like in
in your
social
own way.
Okay, okay.
Like I feel like you like being extroverted in the way where like if we're gonna do something with my parents, you're like I'm down.
Yeah,
If you're gonna do something with Alex or the kids, you're like I'm down. Like
Yes.
you'll go or you'll just go window shopping or you'll go shopping or you like to just be out and about.
Yes.
And you like to have obviously the option to come back home. And I feel like there's obviously other moms who have been pregnant who like they don't mind being in and they don't get depressed or FOMO because like they're a homebody. Like for example, my
True.
mom.
Oh yeah.
My mom is very much, you guys, like, leave me at home. Take your dad. Llévenselo. A mí aquí me dejan.
Yes, that's true. I didn't
So I'm
even think
like,
about that.
and so I feel like it's obviously different for everybody. And for you, I mean, I can only imagine like how you feel. Like, cause it's I don't want people to take it as like you're like, oh, I hate being pregnant, blah, blah. But it's just you hate feeling like sometimes you feel lonely. Like you're like, I can't be
Yeah.
with everybody. Cause even me as like your brother, I feel like I don't like to feel like I'm gonna overstep.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I can see when you're tired. I can tell when you're tired.
I'm like,
No, yeah, but I'm sure in your head you're like, oh, like I'm enjoying the company, but like I'm also a little tired.
yeah.
So for me, that's why I feel like I step back a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Because obviously you have your kids and you have men. I'm like, I don't want to add another person
you
in
take
there.
care of me too.
I know, I go in here. Like, good night.
Like, oh.
But yeah, I feel like I can see how for you or other people who are like extroverts to be like, oh, I'm like in my house because you physically feel like you can't step
Yeah,
out.
I honestly didn't even think about that because like a lot of mommies, they work. They're like working up until like they're 9 to 5 up until they are very close to delivering. That's when like they'll stay home and they like
Yeah.
love to stay home.
Yeah, because they're like, ah.
Yeah, like ahora sí
Well, that's
descanso.
how you were when you were at Kmart.
Yeah, when I was at Kmart, I remember my doctor was finally like, "Okay, you're huge. Like, stop working."
You're like, yes.
I think I stopped working kind of around this time actually, and then Travis was born maybe like a week or two after I stopped working.
That's kind of crazy to me, like that you don't really get maternity leave.
Nah, that shit is
until, like,
fucked up.
Yeah, I remember I was
Yeah.
so overprotective over her when like we were at Kmart and I was just like, not too much. Because we had a manager
Yeah.
there who was like a BATCH. And like he straight up gave no fucks that she was pregnant. Like, or when they would make you like re-rack your socks and shit and I would go do it for
Yes.
you.
No, bitch. The worst one was I remember I was working in like the jewelry and electronics department, and I was like my belly was pretty big. It was like 6-7 months, and somebody bought like a fucking 50-inch TV,
Oh, I
and they
know
were
what you're
like,
talking about.
"You have to carry out the TV," and I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" And they're like, "You have to carry it out," and I was like, "Bitch, I'm pregnant." And they're like, "I know, but you have to like carry it out," and I was like,
Because you were the only one in that department.
yeah, I was like, is nobody else like, no, we're busy up here and like nobody else can do it. So I was like, oh my God. So then I remember I called Louie and I was like, can you help me?
Yeah.
It's like they're making me carry this big ass fucking TV. And like, I don't think I should be carrying this big ass fucking TV.
Yeah,
So
it's
here comes
crazy.
Louie. Él también bien pinche flaquillo.
I know, babe. I literally weighed like not even 100 pounds. Yeah, I think I was like
Yeah.
95 or
He's
some
still in
shit. I
high
was so
school, this like
skinny.
little monillo.
Yeah,
And
I
we
was
were
like,
both
sure. Ah.
I know, we were like, you expect us to fucking carry this
Yeah.
big ass TV?
You're dumb. That
Yeah.
was funny.
But they would do that a lot, like at work. They'd be like, they didn't give a fuck if you're pregnant or not,
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck. They're like, you got to do it.
Allegedly. Yeah, just kidding.
We weren't there, eh?
We didn't even work at
Allegedly.
Kmart.
No, we
Just
don't know
kidding.
that.
Allegedly. Wait, am I tripping or is like maternity leave for guys now too?
Yes,
Or
it's
was that
called
rumor?
paternity leave for dads.
Tito leave.
They're like, ah. But I don't know, honestly, if it works the same. But I want to say poor dads, they probably don't get as much time as they also should get. Because, yeah, the mommies, we carry the babies, but también ellos no duermen,
Yeah, like
pobrecitos.
at night to be like,
Like the dads also do not sleep. And the way that some of my friends did it back then, when like the Kmart days, the moms would go on their like leave first. to take care of the baby the first 3 months, and then the moms would go back to work, and then the dads would take it after so that they could watch the baby for the other 3 months.
Famous.
But it's sad because you can't enjoy the first couple month with your baby together. Yeah, like that shit sucks.
All I'm saying is Alex is not getting maternity leave from Pretty Smart.
Just kidding. He just honestly, Alex just needs like maybe a week to gain consciousness back from missing sleep.
Just give him pre-workout.
Yeah, take your pre-workout. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
He's gonna be falling asleep.
I know. Like,
you're like Alex. No, I think it'll work out just fine. But yeah,
I guess we'll see.
Are you excited to be pregnant?
Bitch,
yeah?
No.
He's like, I'm next.
I'm like, shh.
No, honestly, bitch, pregnancy is hard, but it's a beautiful thing, and I'm really excited to meet him.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to meet
And I just told Louie that we have his official name.
I'm scared. I don't even know the name.
I don't think I'm going to tell you guys.
Until he's like 1.
No, I think until he's born.
I'm scared because what if we hate it and you already signed it?
That's
okay.
I feel like I'm not 100% sure on it. I'm pretty sure because I got his name made already. I'm just waiting for it to get here. It's No, it's Pooh. I'm waiting for the name to get here, but I'm honestly waiting to see his little face and see if it fits.
Oh, just in case you guys are like, nah.
Yeah, like what if it doesn't?
I have a really good guess.
What is it? What is it?
It's based off facts.
A ver.
You don't have to say yes or no, but I just want you to hear it because I don't want everybody to be like,
I'm gonna have a poker face of it.
Travella.
Ay, pendejo.
Travis and Ella.
Chavela.
Baby, like, chela.
Hola, Chavela. Travella.
I'm just kidding.
No, I feel like the name that we picked out is like cute and it fits like when you say all their 3 names together.
Yeah. Louie.
But I'm scared because what if you guys hate it?
I'm scared too. I feel like I am.
I already told one of my friends. She's like, I don't like it.
Did she really? No,
yeah, she was like, she's like, I don't really like it. I was like, that sucks.
Well, we still have hope. The day he's born, if she feels like it fits, it fits. Because I've heard of that happening a lot.
Yeah.
People will like give birth and they have a full name. And then in the moment, it wasn't even a name that was on the list or just like, it just felt right.
Yeah, I'd be like, wait, so we're going to switch it real quick.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
And then Alex forced me into it. That's not what I wanted.
So why are you going to name it?
No, I think it's a mutual decision. I just wanted to call him out. Para que no se duerma. But anyway, let's switch it up a little bit, Louie. How you been in this month? I haven't seen you. You've been under a rock. He went to Mexico. He went to Coachella. He that's it. Oh, and you finished your 75 hard.
Oh, I did. From the last time I think I talked to y'all.
How was it? Tell me, did it change your life fully? Never doing it again.
No, you know what was funny, y'all, is that a lot of y'all keep up, obviously, with Pretty Not Smart, and y'all know that I was doing 75 hard because I talk about it on here and I talk about it everywhere else. And Yoatzi did a Baddies with Babies event the day before I was finishing 75 hard, and Yoatzi had like an open bar and stuff, so all the girlies were getting drinks. And then they were getting me. They're like, wait, aren't you done with 75? I was like, I finished tomorrow. And they're like, I know, mi amor.
Hi, one day left.
I know everyone's like, just one day. And I was like, no, I can't. They're like, okay, fine. But it was like, everybody was like, I can't believe. Because everybody was like offering me shots to be like, Louie, let's take a shot together. But then I was like, tomorrow. I just need tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah, no, that's dedication. Because imagine you like fuck it up the day before. You a strong one, Louie. Because, You know, it reminded me of Marlene last year in Coachella. Same thing. She was about to finish her 75 hard. And I think we had gotten to the house. We're like, Marlene, take a shot. She's like, I can't till tomorrow. Remember? And this bitch literally waited till the morning of the first day of Coachella to be like, I'm done. And then she took a shot.
Famous.
That was last year. Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, it was really good. I saw a lot of pros, but I kind of hated, like, I loved the results that I saw. I think the number one thing I will take from doing the whole 75 hard is how mentally amazing I felt. I can't remember one day, I'm not even exaggerating, y'all. I can't remember one day that I had, like, anxiety while I was doing 75 hard. And I think the biggest part of that
Oh.
was not drinking alcohol, obviously.
Uh-huh.
And I think 2 was the fact that working out for me now has been like a stress reliever.
Mhm.
So every time I'm like super stressed, I go to the gym and I feel
You're
amazing.
like,
So I think those 2 paired together just felt really great.
uh-huh.
I would get like normal levels of anxiety or like being nervous of like, oh, I don't want to do this right now, but
Yeah.
nothing to compare to like the way that I had been getting
Yeah,
it.
that when it gets like really bad.
Yeah, and I was just like, or like the bed shakes or like not being able to get out of bed and just like kind of being there. Like I did not experience that at all. So that was really amazing. Um, the hardest one for me from my 75 hard was the 10,000 steps a day.
Oh, that was a goal that like you put in yourself?
I took
Okay.
off the reading one and I did the 10K steps a day
Okay.
just because realistically, like, I know later down the road maybe I'll be open to reading a book, but realistically, I just felt like it's nothing that I was going to take with me. I just can't get myself to read, y'all. And I think it's because of the
It's
whole.
10 pages.
But I think it's the whole ADD. I forget. Like I'm reading and then I don't know what the fuck I'm reading, and it just feels like more work, and it makes me feel like more like shit. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'll try to read and I'll sit there, but then I start thinking about, oh, I have to do this. I have to do this. Oh my god, when am I gonna do it? And I'm like, ah.
But if you think about it, I think eventually when you're ready for it, it'll be a good brain exercise
for
to
sure.
like slow down your brain.
Yeah, and that's what I want. Like I'm definitely interested, but right now I read a lot of. If I do read, it'll be like those little poem books
Oh yeah, that's
that are
cute.
like inspirational or just anything about my life and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But I wanted to wait until I could be like, okay, I care to read a book.
Like you want to be able to take it serious and like do it, not be like, I'm over this shit.
Because right now I knew I was gonna read it to be like, I don't give a fuck what I'm reading. It's almost like skimming through it.
And then
like,
for 75 hard too, if you're gonna do the book, it can't be like a romance book or like a love book. It has
Oh,
to
I
be
didn't know
a
that.
personal growth book.
Oh, then maybe I should have done that.
It's a book that's gonna change you. Like if you want to read a financial book or like how to
okay.
get rid of anxiety or how to cure depression or how
Oh,
to
you see
fix my
things like
work
that,
ethic.
I'm definitely interested in.
Yeah.
But I think my brain immediately, the moment I think of reading a book, I go into like school mode, which is like a fictional book or like a non-fictional book. But like, I don't really care to read about things like that. That are
Yeah.
like my head has so much going on that I'm not really looking for something that's gonna take me out of my head.
You're like, I want to fucking fill it with more
Yeah,
shit.
like I was supposed to say, the poems that I read, a lot of them are about anxiety, a lot of them are about love, a lot of them are about like personal growth and things like that. But I don't know why my head goes straight into like
Like a storyline.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I ended up switching out the book thing for 10K steps because
That's sickening.
that is not only like part of like an outdoor workout, but it still relaxes me. And
Yeah.
it still helps me with like my anxiety and shit and stress.
And you did it like every day, 10K.
Yeah, and it
That's
was so
crazy.
hard. It would be like 12 at night and I would still be trying to finish like
He's just
my
walking back and
10K.
forth in his living room.
No, I did that sometimes. When
Really?
me and like Booty were watching movies, I would just start walking around the house, but with the TV really loud, so I could just reach it when I don't want to miss like a certain movie or something.
Dedication.
I know, and then there were times where like also thanks to Booty because he supported me throughout the whole thing. It would be like 11 p.m. at night, and we'd be going to the gym, not leaving till like 12:30.
I remember one of the times.
Yeah. And the way that he would get me through, like, because sometimes there were days where I was like, I don't want to go to the gym today, babe. Like, I can't. I'm so tired. And he'd be like, if you weren't going to the gym right now, you'd be going out with your friends taking shots. And I was like, ugh. And because I wouldn't want to take like a little bit of pre-workout because it was already late. He's like, well, if you were out with your friends right now, you'd be using a fucking Red Bull as a chaser. I was like, oh, you're right.
That's so true.
So that helped me like push through it. But my experience back into drinking. Tell you about that.
Yeah, I want to know about that one.
So
you went 75 is how many? Like
like 3 months,
Yeah, 3.
pretty much.
Like 2.5 months. Yeah, almost 3 months.
So me and my friends made a trip to Mexico. That's our Cabo video.
Uh-huh.
And that trip was planned because of my 75 hard.
Oh, okay.
Like Louie will be done with 75 hard. We can all party. Celebration vibes. So we went. Obviously, I was drinking. I took 2 shots when we got there. Oh my God, I got so drunk. I
Right
literally was
away?
like, ew, and as soon as I took that first shot, I felt it go, like, I kid you not. It felt so like,
Ácido?
ácido. But I was like,
He all came back to life. He's like, ooh!
yeah, it's just like, it was just fun. So everything was great. And I obviously drank a little bit more the first day. And that first night, I threw up a lot. And then the second night, I threw up a lot. And then, like, the
Shut
fourth night, I threw up.
up.
Yeah, and I never throw up, y'all. Like, this one thing
Literally.
about me, I will not throw up because I will start crying. And I will be like, I'll, like, literally swallow it because
He doesn't want to throw
I
up.
just don't know. I feel like I don't know how to throw up. I don't know if that makes sense.
You're
Like,
like, no, no.
yeah, it's like such a fight between me and my body whenever like my body wants to throw up.
Mm-hmm.
But I threw up so many times. I felt like shit. I was getting stomach cramps. I remember we had like a yacht day and I was just like in a bolita the whole time.
Shut
And I think it's just like
up.
my body was like, don't do this to me right now. I went from like eating clean, working out, not drinking alcohol, drinking 2 gallons of water every day
Mm-hmm.
to like just throwing all this junk. And aside from like the alcohol, I was just eating chips and like,
Oh, so you just started, you put
oh,
it all like in one trip.
yeah.
You were like, I'm doing everything vale verga.
I feel like my body was like, no,
We were
why?
doing great.
Yeah. And then in Coachella, I had I think one of the nights. I think our last day there, I had the worst anxiety ever. Like the
Shut
worst,
up.
worst, worst, worst. And like that's why I got so mad because like I don't mind a drink here and there. I don't mind like drinking with like my friends or like having a glass of wine or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
the fact that like in Mexico and in Coachella, it was like drinking 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, like almost
It's
like
like a little
benders.
bender. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I got my little like anxiety attack and it was horrible. It was so bad. I couldn't get out of bed. I feel like people were talking to me and I was just like I was in all panic.
Ew.
And I was like, "Ugh, why did I do this? Like I was doing so good."
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of beat myself up for it.
Well, don't, because it's like a little learning experience, I
Yeah,
would
it definitely a
say.
learning experience because it showed me how much I loved doing
Being sober,
not even just being sober, just being healthier.
healthier. Yeah,
Like
healthier
I love
lifestyle.
I love the way I would wake up in the morning feeling like so good, feeling rested. My sleeping schedule wasn't messed up. Um I
No
remember like
anxiety.
yeah, so I think this challenge definitely helped me maybe create a better balance where like
Mm-hmm.
now I know how good and how amazing it feels to not be hungover sometimes the day after or to go out without having to drink or to socialize without having to drink.
Yeah.
Definitely learned that from 75 Hard. And I also learned that I have this whole new love for the gym. But then I also learned that like I can have a drink here too with my friends just to
Yeah, I was
relax.
gonna say like maybe those benders don't have to be benders. Like
Exactly.
say you're gonna go on another like 4 day little trip. You can maybe pick 1 or 2 days where you're
Mm-hmm.
like gonna keep it cute, maybe
Yeah.
just hydrate,
Yeah, that
and
too.
then just kind of figure out that balance.
Yeah, definitely is the goal. So I'm so happy that I did it and I would love to do it again. Maybe wait it out a little bit more so it doesn't feel like I just finished it. And then maybe I will try the whole reading thing. Because now that we rekindled on that, I'm like, wait, it doesn't have to be a dumb non-fictional book.
I kind of like that you gave insight. Because that's what's gonna happen to me. Me voy a locar cuando salga el chiquillo.
Oh, like drinking.
I'll be
Yeah.
like, "Ah!" I'm just kidding.
But bitch, you did fucking 75-year
Oh my
hard.
god, bitch.
I can't imagine. I did like basically 2 months and a half, and you're like 9 months.
Dude, fucking, we'll pass the 9 already.
For
But
real.
I feel like this has never happened to me in a pregnancy. But the amount, I'm all fucking alcoholic. I've been
What?
craving alcohol so much. So much. I was gonna say this season. I've been craving alcohol so much this pregnancy. And I think it's because I really got into wine.
Oh, I was gonna say that
I
was what
got
was getting
into
me.
wine
Uh-huh.
and I just missed, like, sometimes when you're like really stressed out, I just
Yeah.
miss having my little copita of vinito and like
Tea.
relaxing. Or like when we would do little carne asadas,
Mhm.
like, yes, let me have a little glass of wine or let me have a little shot just
Mhm.
to relax. And the taste of the wine, I genuinely
Mhm.
miss the taste of wine. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I wanna drink, but I'm nervous to drink again.
Yeah.
One, because I am gonna be breastfeeding, so I do have to take it easy. And two, I feel like my body's all gonna reject it. I'm
But you're
scared.
still eating like shit, so I feel like
I fucking
just kidding.
no, 100%. I did not give any fucks because before I got pregnant, I was watching my diet because I was trying to be a skinny queen. But the moment I found out I was pregnant, I was like, "Ah!" I was like, I'm gonna get huge regardless. I was like, who gives a fuck? So I've been completely eating like ass. Like I'm not
But
even
you still look
kidding.
good. Like since like if you see Yoatzi from the back, she does not look like she's pregnant at all.
Liar.
No, I'm serious. But that's what got me too was the wine.
Oh
Well,
my
Andrea and
God.
Yoatzi got me into wine. And during 75 hard, I was like, I'm craving wine. Like I just want to like. It's not even like the alcohol part of it. Like I don't really care that it has alcohol. It's just the taste of
The
it.
taste of
Oh,
it.
I literally bought a wine bottle yesterday because I was craving the
Fuck
dryness
you.
of like
Oh
the wine.
yes.
So I
And
was
Louis,
like,
we learned this. Pa acabarla. My
what?
sister in November, bitch. In November, my sister wanted to go wine tasting.
Yeah.
So we went to like the most beautiful winery up in, where was it at?
Temecula.
Temecula. We spent a whole day at the winery and me just smelling the
No,
wine.
she was just sitting there.
I was like, great. But we figured that Louis likes dark wine.
No,
The
no,
red.
I like
red.
white wine. I hate red wine.
I thought you like red because it smells seco.
No, I like white wine.
Yeah?
The red one tastes bad to me. I
It
feel like
tastes like blood.
like I'll still drink it, but I like white wine and it has to be dry.
Ah.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, dude, we
All
love me some Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
Josh, sponsor us.
Weird,
Sponsor us. Remember that episode we filmed with our little bottle?
Oh yeah,
With
that
the
was
Castro
Josh.
sisters?
Yeah,
It
I
was
remember that.
Jose. We call it Jose.
Oh yeah, it was Jose.
But yeah, I've been craving it and
Your
chiquillos
neighbors
allá
are all
afuera.
fighting. Like, "Bitch."
Craving it, but also again nervous to like get back into it.
Yeah.
And be like, woo!
Just ease into it. I feel like it'll be easier to start with a little glass of wine than taking a shot. That's what I did. I was
Yeah.
like,
So how has your life been since I've been pregnant? What you been doing?
just spending time with friends. Ah, just kidding.
No, literally.
No, going back to like the whole like the 75 hard thing. When I first started 75 hard, I only talked about it on Snapchat, and then I had the courage to talk about it on Period Not Smart.
Uh-huh.
And then the only time I talked about it on Instagram was finally when I was like, I'm done with 75 hard.
Oh, bitch, your
But-
pictures that you
Oh, you
posted,
saw them?
your videos. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
they were sickening.
That is the biggest proof. Like,
that was
there's
sickening.
just take pictures and videos because there's so many times where I felt like shit and I didn't want to take any because like who wants to take pictures when you feel like shit?
Yeah.
But like I'm so glad that I don't have as many as I wish I did because I remember there were times where I felt even worse. I wish I would have had more pictures, but just nobody has like the let me get a pic. Like or sometimes even when you're like you feel like you're worse, you don't feel like it's gonna get better anytime soon or
Right.
just at all.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I feel like pictures were the biggest proof. There's still times now where like I'll look at myself and I'm like, bitch, I look exactly the same. But then I'll see other videos. I think it was last year's when you went with us to Coachella.
Uh-huh.
It came up on my memories, and there was some videos of me when I was like walking around shirtless and shit, and I was
Uh-huh.
like,
Shut up.
yeah, like I fully was like, okay, maybe I don't look the same. But
You're like,
there's
fuck that.
there's still moments where I look at myself, and I'm like, I look exactly the same. But
No,
going
you
aw-
don't.
going away from like that, it's just like I've been seeing so many people like just ask me for like what I was doing and for like my gym routine and things like that. And I was like, wait, really? Like it
like,
just
for
feels
tips?
yeah, it just feels
Yeah.
like what the heck? Like y'all really care to like one, see what I'm doing and two, like it looks like it knows like what I'm doing. Because this is
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, I feel like I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
You're all new still.
I know that's what it feels like, but yeah.
I
If
feel
there's-
like Fern too. Fern
Oh,
looks like
yeah.
buff. He got all like
literally went from like one side to the other. Like I feel like so many people they've been seeing Fern, but he wasn't really showing his body so much before. So I feel like now when they see him, the most common thing will be like, when the fuck did you get so buff?
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I wouldn't see him too often.
Uh-huh.
But then recently he just fucking like he's out doing steroids.
I know, he's like,
He fucking
real.
turned into the Hulk. He's like
yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck happened, Fern?
He's always been like more fit,
Mm-hmm.
but before it was less of like he didn't have a lot of like muscle growth, but he was definitely, I guess you could say lean.
He was like
it
lean. Yeah,
because he
yeah,
used to
yeah.
do track, y'all. He was like, so
Ah.
I feel like he didn't, his priority wasn't like so much muscle growth. He was just trying to be really lean so that it could help him with his running and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But then once he started to like change into like wanting more muscle, I feel like his brain's already ¿cómo se llama?
Programmed?
Trained
Okay.
to be like, let me train a body muscle that I want to train. I don't know, but he's
Damn.
really strong. He helps me out a lot.
But that's really good though that like you have your partner to support you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you didn't have that extra help, maybe you wouldn't have been able to finish the
Like, no,
75 hard.
all right.
Like, I'm over it. I quit.
Yeah, because there was times where it wasn't even so much that like, oh my God, I'm tired of this grandpa. It was that my head was getting the best of me.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't like, oh, I don't want to go because I'm tired. Because there was times where I was tired, but like I wouldn't have let that stop me. It was more that like, I look the same, bitch. What am I doing?
Oh,
Like,
dude,
that's the
yes.
self-sabotage. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, so I
I
was like, why am
hate
I doing this
that.
shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like working. That would happen to me. I'd be working so hard, and I would complain to Alex, and I'd be like, "Mwah, I still fucking look like shit." I'm like, how come I'm not getting any muscle? Like,
Yeah.
especially my upper body, because I was working out my upper body a lot,
Uh-huh.
and I saw no muscle. And I was like, babe, I look like little palitos.
Yeah, it's a self-sabotage.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why or there were even times where like I'll be trying to take videos of myself at the gym and I was like, I'm over it. But then there's times where like when Fern started going with me to the gym,
Uh-huh.
he would get videos of me and then I was like, oh wait. For example, my back.
Oh.
I've never been able to see my back. So I was just like, oh, that's the same. And it wasn't until he started getting videos that I was like, oh wait, I was like, I didn't know my back looked like that.
Yeah.
Or like from the side, like my arms, I can't see, all I can see is like my shoulder and down and obviously it looks like I'm not saying I have the biggest arms in the world, no, but like saying like how before my arms were a bit bigger, like chubbier,
Uh-huh.
and seeing that they've slimmed down a little bit, I'm like, oh wait, like I didn't know they look like that.
Like, it's working, I
I know.
guess.
I'm like, the lipo helped.
The lipo. I'm gonna just go get lipo
I know,
again.
like,
That's something else that I've had really bad FOMO on is that I can't go to the gym,
I thought you were
bitch.
gonna say surgeries.
I
Because we're talking
know.
about lipo, and you're like, I had FOMO.
FOMO, I want more surgery. That I can't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because that was my biggest like stress reliever too. And like my routine is just completely off. I stopped going to the gym when I was 6 months pregnant because I started getting contractions. Like my body, I think it was, you just have to listen to your body.
Yeah.
And my body was like, like, don't
It's
do
like,
it. Yeah, and I wasn't even lifting heavy. I was doing like the bare minimal, and my body was like, don't do it. So I was like, oh my God. So I had to just listen to my body and stop going to the gym.
yeah, I
That's
remember you
just,
were all sad about it.
yes, it sucks.
But yeah, it's basically what I've been up to since Yoatzi. Well, I mean, not the whole time that Yoatzi's been pregnant, but like during our break and stuff. That's kind of what I was doing. But yeah, it went by really fast. I'm just excited to be filming again for Pretty Now Smart.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm gonna leave again, but
I know. I'm gonna be here by myself.
but I'm excited to see the episodes, and it's like we are not gone.
Yeah, and then we obviously are still excited to show you guys our new studio. And we have been reading your guys' comments about suggestions and things, and all of that will be put in the works. I'm
Yes.
just waiting for Yoatzi to be back officially.
And then you guys will get to see it.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's not really my fault. It's Bartholomew's
Well,
fault.
that's buenas nalgadas ya que salga.
No, literally, me and Alex we're gonna put him on timeout when he comes out because he made us miss all these parties. I'm just kidding. And he made
real.
us miss the podcast. Ándale, puras nalgadas.
Okay, well, enough about that. But since we're on the topic of life, I wanted to tell you about something that I saw regarding
I'm scared.
death. All right.
Oh, really?
Just kidding.
Like something scary?
Yeah, it reminded me of it right now, and I know y'all love hearing our conspiracies or our theories. And this is like I'm pretty sure it's categorized as a conspiracy theory or maybe just a theory.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just a theory. So I wanted to share with you and get your thoughts on it. I thought it was really interesting, and I feel like I can believe it.
Pascualita made a return.
Bro. No, I would say I believe it. And I want to get y'all's thoughts on it too. Because for me, it was mind-blowing. And I love those mind-tricking theories. They just
Okay.
fascinate me so much. Don't kill me. I don't remember the name of the theory. But if y'all know which one I'm talking about, please comment in the comment section below.
Okay.
So, you know how we've talked about when people die, their energy has to go somewhere. Like
Right.
our bodies are made out of energy. That's a fucking scientific proof. And
Uh-huh.
every source of energy goes somewhere. We don't know where, but it goes somewhere. Like energy cannot just like and disappear.
Right.
So that's already something that I believe in, and there's proof on that. So clock that T.
Yes.
So this theory bounces off of that. But there's some like holes in the theory that I will
Okay.
also explain. So some things that make it seem like a little questionable. but the overall idea is interesting. So it's basically that us as human beings, our bodies do not grasp or know the idea of dying. Like, we don't know what it's like to experience death, and we don't know what it is to die, so we never die. Our
What?
energy never dies. Obviously, that's why they say energy goes somewhere.
Uh-huh.
So basically what happens is every time, if there's ever been a time in your life where you felt like you were close to dying or had a near death experience, you died when that happened. But you died in that dimension, and your brain or energy goes into you know how they say there's a parallel universe?
Uh-huh.
But I guess there's like hundreds of parallel universes.
Yeah.
Like, to put it in a really cheesy, cringy way, like the Spideyverse, or what
Oh,
was
yeah, yeah,
it?
yeah.
How there were so many different Spider-Mans, or like people had different lives in different
Uh-huh.
verses. Like, basically that. So basically, every time you felt like a near-death experience, you died, but you don't know that you died because your conscience and your energy shifted into another universe where you continue to live.
Oh my God.
But in that universe, like, knock on wood, say I had like, I don't know, I knew somebody and they died right now. In our universe, they're dead. Like, we're like, bye,
Oh.
whatever, you're gone. But for them, in their head, they just slipped into another
And they're still
universe,
alive
and they're still
somewhere.
alive because they never died. So it's basically like taking, I hope I'm explaining it right, but it's basically saying like how our minds cannot experience death, and it just continues to go somewhere else and somewhere else and somewhere else. So we
Huh.
don't know what it's like to die. And that one, I was like, oh my God, like, that's
¿Y
crazy.
usted dónde aprendió eso?
TikTok.
Ay.
You thought it was going to be like a
TikTok.
crazy ass
Yeah, I
website.
said, well, I read this book.
I know. Or a book. I thought on TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, but it
That
really like
was
fascinated
crazy
me.
to like comprehend, but like I get
Yeah.
it.
Because it kind of explains the conspiracy of like our energy goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
But then there were some loopholes in it. One of them being like, well, what happens if you get no, one of them was like, what happens when you get old? Like, you have to die
Oh,
at some point. Because like that,
right.
I think that conspiracy goes on to like, we never die.
Uh-huh.
But then they're like, okay, like when it comes to age, like you're not gonna keep like until you're like hella
Unless, what if
old.
there's a universe where like once you reach a certain age, you just start over?
I think I saw something like that where it was something about like,
Or like what
I
if
don't
in another
know.
universe they age backwards?
I don't know. That's too much science for
It's just
me.
a lot,
But
a
it was
lot of
just
studying.
basically like, that's one of like the holes in the conspiracy.
That
It's just
doesn't
like,
make sense.
yeah, they're like, okay, well then explain once you get old, like when you physically just your body starts shutting down. They're like, what? You have to,
Yeah, I
because
don't
then at that point
know.
because you constantly shift back into where you're currently at in life.
Uh-huh.
Like, God forbid something happens to me right now, I'd be like, up, and then I'd go into like where exactly how I am in the next universe.
And you're like, just continue filming the podcast.
Yeah, I'm still here, but I was
What
just
the
like,
heck?
oh, like, it was interesting to just hear about it, and yeah, it was mind blowing
I
to
feel like
me.
those things always like trip me out.
It would get you to think.
It just reminded me of another energy transfer thing. You know how they say that when you transfer energy, sometimes like if you're not ready to die and stuff like that and you're like mad at the world, you
Oh
can
yeah.
this is how ghosts and
Uh-huh.
spirits transfer themselves to objects.
Yeah.
Like the pinche mona Annabelle,
Like
she was a
Annabelle.
spirit.
Like, that's how certain objects are like haunted,
Haunted.
because they have to latch onto
They have
something.
to like latch onto something. Me and Alex just recently took like it's like a day and a half in Vegas.
Mhm.
And we almost went to this haunted museum. But I've told him, and I was like, I don't want to go because I'm pregnant and I've already had some evil thing attach themselves to me before.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm not in a comfortable space to ever go into like a museum like that anymore because I know
Yeah.
energy stuff is real and like
Yeah.
stuff attach themselves to you. And on the website, it said that you have to like sign a waiver because there's a high chance that a spirit can like latch onto you
Or something.
when you're like walking around the museum.
Yeah, or even more going off of like energy, like, you know how they say like ghost or demonic presence or things like that feed off of you being scared is because
Yes.
like that's your energy and you're feeding them. So
Yes.
that's I'm like, oh, just the whole anyway, I start
Ah.
crying.
Oh,
Just the
God,
whole
no.
idea of like energy really is like mind-boggling to me.
No, and you guys, I'm telling you, when I tell you this stuff is so fucking real, like you do not fuck with this shit because when that shit happened to me, I clearly remember my healer telling me like, "Oh, like something attached themselves to you." Pero yo de pendeja, I was playing with tarot cards, which you did something you don't do.
Yeah.
And it was in a moment where I was very vulnerable
Mhm.
and emotionally weak.
Mhm.
So I feel like the spirit caught my, like, smelled me and was like, esta
Bitch.
pendeja, she's like not strong right now. So I can like latch myself onto her.
You all wanted to read my card. She would have
Ay, I
begged
was
me.
like,
She's like, let me
Louie,
read him. I was like, ay,
please.
hágase pa' allá usted.
Ay, no,
Y yo
es
no
que
la dejé.
no estaba bien, no sé
Ay,
qué me estaba
no.
pasando, Dios mío santísimo.
Ay,
The
no.
fuck that, you guys, don't fuck around with that
You want to
shit.
know something else?
What?
Hey.
May's like,
I
oh,
know. I'm like, I just kidding. No, so I was at the
and you saw a
yesterday.
ghost.
Yeah, she spotted me.
Ah,
I just kidding.
I got you, bro.
She's like, ah. No, I was at the gym and I met a girl. She was really nice. She basically came up to me just saying that she loves my videos and I don't know what.
And she
Nah,
read your
just kidding.
cards.
Imagine.
She all whipped them out.
I know. She's like, I know you don't let me, but no. So she was just talking to me, and I guess she was staring at my face, and she was like, "Oh my god, we have the same little birthmark right here." And I was like,
Oh
"Oh, sickening."
shit.
And she's like,
Can I kiss you?
"I know." I was like, no, she's like, "Did you know that people who have that mole right there or birthmark, it just means that your manifestations are stronger than the everyday person?"
I don't have one.
Maybe you draw one every day to like to like prank the universe. You have one.
I have heard of
You
that.
have? I
Like
told
moles
her.
in your face have a specific meaning.
Oh, and I didn't know that. She told me she's like, did you know that like having like a birthmark right here just means that your manifestations are stronger than like when you speak them. She's like when you speak them, not just like thinking about it. She's like when you speak it, it's like really stronger. And I was like, I
Because
was
it's like
like,
right by your mouth.
yeah. And I told her, I was like, you know what? That is insane that you're telling me that because I always tell people that manifesting is real. And I was like, and I believe in manifesting so much that like I could see that being a real
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, it was just like, that's crazy because I had never heard of that. And like, I feel like if there's one thing I shove down people's throats, all right, it's to manifest.
No, literally. But I mean, it works for you. So
Yeah.
what you guys can take from this is to grab a eyeliner and draw one in your mouth.
Someone draws one in their whole face
No,
so
I
that it covers all of
remember
it.
seeing this. It's a Chinese facial mole reading. I've
What?
seen this like pop up on my TikTok before, and literally they have like a little map. There's like a little mapa, and like depending on where you have your mole, it has like a specific meaning. What do you know? What the one on the side of
I
your
think my mom
lip?
had told me because I have another one right here, y'all, right next to my lip.
Uh
And I
huh.
think my mom had told me, but I forgot. It was something about kisses.
There was
That I'm a
mine.
bad kisser.
Mine too. The one next to my
Oh
eye.
yeah, I have the same one. Oh no, wait, no,
Oh,
just
but you
kidding.
have it
I
under your
have one
eye.
under mine.
And
All these fucking
I
moles.
know, and I have it in my inner corner, and mine also means something, but I don't remember.
What about the one on your butt?
I literally have one in my butt,
Oh, you
Louis.
do?
Why the fuck do you know that?
Ew.
Why do you know that, bitch? I literally have one on my fucking ass. But
Ew.
it's cute. It's a little birthmark. It's all hairy.
Ew.
Just kidding.
Fuck you. Alex all licked his lip. Nah,
But
just kidding.
that's so cute. What did you tell her when she told you that?
I punched her. Just kidding. Imagine.
You're like, ¿quién te preguntó?
And I'm like, don't read my cards. I just kidding.
Don't read my moles,
I know.
bitch. I'm
No,
dead.
I was shook, and then I told her I was like, wait, that's crazy, because like I speak very highly about manifesting. I was like, so you telling me that kind of like makes sense to me. But she said that I think her grandma told her that, and I was
Oh.
like, what?
Oh,
The
because she has
heck?
the exact same one.
Who, the grandma?
The girl.
Oh, I was like, I don't know.
The girl.
Yeah, she had the exact same one, like on the same side and everything.
grandma?
I know. I was like, I don't know what her grandma
Bitch.
looks like.
I think it's so crazy how moles and birthmarks can get passed down to your family
Mhm.
members,
Mhm.
like almost exactly in the same spot.
Yeah.
I think that is fucking scary as fuck. Because, okay, so the one that my dad has one in the back of his head, like literally right here.
Mhm.
I've seen it my whole entire life. And Travis has the exact
Aw.
same one on the exact same side on his neck.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, do you know Mampa has that one? Like his grandpa? He's like, yeah. So Travis and my dad have the exact same mole.
Who has the one with me right here on my back? It's like on my upper back.
Or do you have it too?
No, because you said on his head. Mine's on my back.
A ver, let me see. Turn around.
Ay, ves, no me voy a encuerar aquí en la
No,
verdad.
oh, yours is like on your
It's like
back,
down
your
here,
back.
yeah.
Oh, it could be the same one that Travis and my dad have, but you just have it lower.
No, it's because I've seen it on somebody else in our family that has it right there. I don't remember who though.
Andrea, I think it's Nea.
Is it?
I'm just naming family members.
I know, like our great grandma.
but the one that you have on your lip right here,
With Marilyn.
I feel
She's
you're
all
related to
family.
her.
I know.
I feel like it's the one that my mom has right here.
I know. Not que
No?
ver. It's like a whole different spot.
Okay. Well, another one that is copy and paste, the one that I have in my left eye, the inner corner one, Travis has the exact same one too.
Oh, yeah.
So when me and Travis make eye contact, we have it on the same size.
Oh, that's
he
cute.
has it on the right and I have it on the left.
I
But I'm
know.
like, bitch, on the exact same like spot, just opposite eyes. That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy.
Little moles.
Yeah, if there's any other conspiracies or theories that y'all think I would like, please let me know or tag me on them on TikTok, because I love just anything about like manifesting. I love things about like explanations to life or things like that. They just like really do get me like thinking. There's this other one that I saw.
They're like eye openers.
Yeah, this was not really a theory or anything, but it's affirmations.
Okay.
I am starting to just be, I think the whole gym thing and me being like hard on myself made it like stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'm just like the only dumb one who didn't know
A
this.
ver.
But just like what you think about yourself and what you constantly say about yourself out loud is how you start seeing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's why I say every day, you're mammoth, you're mammoth.
Vas a ver, eh?
Every day I'm like mammoth.
I feel like I definitely started practicing it more after like the whole gym stuff and looking at myself and being like, I look the same, and just like, because I feel like I was being so negative with myself that I was like, okay, I need to stop even focusing about how I quote unquote look. It should just be about the way that I feel. And like, obviously there's days where like I go to the gym and like I don't feel sore or something. And some of us correlate being sore to like making progress.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, as long as I felt good, like going, like I should be fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like this video came up on my TikTok that was like, be nice to yourself and like don't say negative things about yourself either out loud or thinking about them, because that's how you're gonna start seeing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that's so true. Or like you see people with like really high confidence and stuff. And I'm like, those people aren't the ones looking at themselves in the mirror and being like, I this, I that.
Like we pick at ourselves a lot. Like that is so
Yeah.
sad.
And what's like really reinforced that as well is like being with like Booty.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hear him complain about, I mean, we all have things we don't like.
Right.
We all do. But that doesn't mean that it's like bad or it's the worst thing or anything like that. But like I'll hear him complain about things that like I genuinely don't see. But like I also don't want to invalidate him and be like, you're doing too, because I'm like, if you feel that way, like I want you to feel comfortable enough to like vent it out if you need to or something. I was like, but just know like I don't see that like at all. Like I don't.
But it just goes to show how we're our own like critics. We're
That's
so
literally what it
tough
shows.
on ourselves.
Yeah. Or like I'll look at people and it's like I'm not like constantly looking at people and seeing like, oh, like this of you or that of you, or like, oh my God, fix that. Or like it's just like I see you for what it is.
Yeah.
In a good way. But then I'm like, but I look at myself and I'm like, ugh.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, I'm sure a lot of us do that to ourselves. And I'm like, and that's not like a good thing to practice. So recently I've been like waking up and I have a mirror right when I'm heading towards my bathroom to like brush my teeth and stuff. And I constantly like look in myself in that mirror and then I'll just be like kind of hard on myself. But recently I kind of look at myself and I'm like, oh no, like I like how I look, or like, oh, like, whoa. And like,
what's up, cutie?
I'm a hey girl.
Every morning. You are the baddest perra.
But like it'll just be like I'll try to shift it, and I have been feeling better. Like even going to the gym right now, like I was dressing a little bit more like covered up. Not saying that like feeling better means you should be more naked, but I'm just wearing things that like I feel like I wouldn't be wearing before.
Okay.
And I'm also like at the gym and I feel a little bit less like guarded, only because I feel a little bit better about myself.
Okay.
And I'm like, I definitely think it's those like affirmations
That are helping you
that are
out.
helping me, because it's like, okay, like if I feel good, then like that's what you're gonna project
You're
out.
gonna radiate all that energy out.
Yeah. Rather than before, like I would just like either hate my outfit or something, I just talk really bad about it. So I'd be at the gym and I'd be like, nobody look at me.
Aw, yeah. No, I felt that. Like, you don't like your outfit. You're like, fuck that shit. Don't
Yeah,
fucking
you're
look
like,
at me
don't
right
look
now.
at me.
Don't look at me. I've been
Yeah.
doing the same thing. Well, I've been trying because, excuse me, right now, I am like, not my body.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me.
Bitch, you throw
I'm like all
up.
burping and shit. It's the heartburn. But I'll be looking at myself and I'll literally go off on myself. Like, oh my God, dude, like you're getting so big. Or like, oh my God, how much bigger is my stomach gonna get? And just like shit like that. But then I like ground myself and I'll catch myself doing this a lot, especially when I'm about to jump in the shower because I can see everything. I'm like, God, no. But I'll ground myself and I'm like, okay, just know this is not your permanent body.
Yeah.
A few weeks left and your body's beautiful. It's creating a life. Like
Yeah.
it's creating a living thing. Like I'll just tell myself that like your body is great for what it's doing right now. Because I
Yeah.
feel like if I was not saying that stuff to myself, bitch, I'd fucking lose it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'd
Yeah.
fucking go crazy.
Because I can't imagine that like your body is going through a huge change. And obviously it is a very beautiful thing, but also there is that side where you're just like, oh my God, this is not what I was used to seeing myself as.
Yeah, like your body just and like you would think that is my third pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
You would think that I'm used to these changes, but then like now that I'm living it again, I'm like, bitch, like I was not waiting or expecting any of these things.
Yeah.
And then
No, I
people are
bet.
so sweet that I like when we're in Vegas or when we go out, people will comment and they'll be like, "Oh, you're such a cute like pregnant girl. Like you
Aw.
look so beautiful pregnant." And like those things do make you feel
Yeah.
better because you're like, okay, like I need to stop being so hard on myself because if other people see me this way, I should see myself this way too,
Yeah.
you know?
No, I can't imagine. It's definitely a huge shift in your body being pregnant. So I
Yeah.
can't imagine what that's like.
But
But
it's okay. Ya mero terminamos and Louie's gonna bring me the fucking faja and I'm gonna
Right.
snatch the fuck up.
Let this be a reminder that we gotta be kind to ourselves. Eh?
Be very kind to yourself, mi amor, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuídense, tomen agüita.
Oh, this felt nice.
I know, Louie.
This is the therapy session.
It ended with a therapy session.
I know it literally went from like Yoatzi being pregnant to 75 hard to drinking alcohol every day to
Bitch.
being dead and coming back to life.
I know, and then me giving birth to Goofy and all
I
that
know.
shit. But hopefully, I give birth soon so that I can officially come back and we can officially show you guys our studio.
Yeah, and also see if can meet baby Barthy.
Baby Barfy, oh Baby
For real.
Bartolome.
Yeah, and thank you guys for being patient with us, and thank you for coming back to Pretty Not Smart and for being excited for Pretty Not Smart. Y'all don't understand how it makes us feel hearing that you guys care for and look forward to Thursdays with us.
Yeah. Wait, did you see one of our podcast listeners, so cute? He made little like muñequitos of our pictures, and he was like, "I got this. I'll do the podcast."
Yeah.
I was like,
printed
"That's
out
so
pictures of like a sofa and the sign. We're just like moving
Yeah,
like Muppets.
and I think one of them was me and Louie, and then he brought Alex into it. He
Oh,
was
I
all
didn't
like
see that
back.
one.
I was like, "Oh my
I
god,
only
that's
saw the one
so
of me and
cute."
you.
Yeah.
What the heck? Yeah, so thank you guys for all the love and support. We love y'all so much. And thanks for another season because
Woo!
it's not even so much that like me and Yoatzi are bringing back a season 3. It's that y'all show us so much love and support on it that like we're coming back because we know you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, because if you guys weren't watching this shit, we would not.
Yeah,
be
would have left a long time ago.
We would not have
We
doing
would not
this
have
shit.
gone to season 2.
Literally.
But remember to subscribe.
Please, or they're gonna cancel us.
We love you guys so much, and we'll see you guys. Ahora sí on the next. Well, I'll see y'all on the next.
Oh
one.
yeah, I won't be there.
Shut up. You go give birth. Bye.
Bye, guys.